Don't just throw out your cans when you're done drinking them. Instead, do this. Hello everyone, I'm the Herb Guy, and welcome back to my backyard again. Herb of the month, coming soon this month, and other stuff like that. But I never really show off hacks. But a few months ago, I was in a Target, and I randomly thought of this hack, utilizing something that you drink out of most likely every single day. Cans. I was walking there and I was thinking, wow, I wonder if cans would be a great pot because, it's perfectly round, it's cheap, you can just put drainage holes and take off the top. Well, I did that. And I think it's one of the best aesthetic herb hacks. Now, I have a disclaimer here. This is not a really good herb hack because, depending on the herb, these can get root bound really quickly. But with the topic of cans, you could use beer cans, sparkling water cans as I'm using. You could also use like those tall slim cans, whatever. Anything will work. But we need to actually take off the top of this and prepare it. So let's get right to it. Alright, so for this, you're going to need a mallet or some kind of hammer, a screwdriver, Phillips head or whatever this is. Make sure it has like the thick-ish kind of thing. It doesn't have to be like a small one, but be able to like puncture a hole, so not a flat head. A little thing like this, you could just use like a tiny needle thing, I don't really know. And then a can opener. Now, we're not exactly opening cans of tomato soup with this. We're taking off the top of this can. So first thing to do, I would put this tab up so it doesn't get into the way. Then I would put this at like an angle, probably like that. Put a hole. Taking off the top. You're gonna end up with like holes and like dents, but that's okay. Wiggle it, because since it's aluminum, it kind of just comes off easily. Now if there's like metal sticking up like that, I would recommend probably like pushing it down. But now we have this. Now I would recommend, washing it out, but it doesn't matter all that much. So now after I washed it, as you can see, but next step, you gotta flip it over to the bottom here. Your Phillips head one, put it like somewhat in the middle, doesn't matter all that much, and then just put a hole in that thing. That's just one drainage hole, and that's not all that effective. So I put 4 small little drainage holes with this on the outside, and how to do that, it's not that easy actually. Requires some precision. But what I kind of do, if it's like not working, twist it a little bit. Now if it like you hit it at a wrong angle, because you gotta kind of do it like perfectly in like the middle, because if you hit it at like the wrong angle, it will dent, and I've had that happen to me before, so it's not a huge deal if it happens to you. But now I'm just gonna put some more holes in this. Alright, so sorry if that wasn't really like a good shot there, but I got all these holes in there pretty much perfectly. And if it messes up, like I got some scratches there, it's completely fine because you're not really gonna see that. Now we have to move on to, the actual planting of something in this, because this is just a can with no top and holes in the bottom. Alright, so I got a thing of cuttings. You can see it's another can. These are some basil cuttings from my recent harvest, and they're not really rooted, but I'm just gonna plant one of these in. Alright, so I got a cutting here. It's kind of weak, but I'm just gonna see how it grows. So we're gonna put it into the can here. I gotta grab some soil. Alright, so I got the soil. I'm using indoor potting mix, but that's because that's pretty much all that I have right now. Got dirt in there. Now, this is a small cutting, so I can probably just put it in by like putting a hole. Now, I have the basil in the can. So now let's move on to watering. So ideally for watering, just take like, my preference on watering is using like a water bottle, like just a standard issue water bottle. But as you saw, poke some holes in the top and make sure you have like 99% accuracy in poking them completely straight. Doing that, or just what I would recommend, is not filling it up all the way and just kind of carefully putting water in there. Let's move on to our final part of this, and that's drainage and like where to keep it. So with this, you can keep it inside or outside, whatever. I'll take you to the front here. Like if you're like keeping it on like a windowsill or whatever, I would recommend a drainage tray, and this is one that I actually use here. It's a 4-inch, almost like cup drainage tray that I got at my local Lowe's. But you just put it in there, it works perfectly. But if you're, obviously if you're like keeping it outside, I would just, just keep it out there. Although it depends on like if it's like a massive drought here like it is here. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're just nearing the end of the season here. I actually harvested our first gourd yesterday, so those are already getting ready. We only have like about a week or two left until the first frost. And I have something that I'm gonna do. You'll see it this week as well. Those, let's just say those, and house as a little sneak peek. But once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Like I have said, this is just mainly for kind of just aesthetics. It's not like if you're really trying to grow an herb, I wouldn't recommend planting it in something like this. But like and subscribe and enjoy the next video.